Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to Beekeeping Simulator 2013. What's up? Of course I'm kidding. It's another episode of Feed the Beast. I'm still at the bees. I love them. I wish we had extra bees already. Somebody put a comment and said that they're adding extra bees to the direwolf pack, which is good. I got our first royal jelly, and I got industrious bees and imperial bees, some unweary bees. I don't really remember what they're for. I'm going to have to go back and look at the thing. And of course I'm going to have to turn down the blazes. Maybe. One of the bees gave me mossy comb, and I want to check that out because I don't know really what it does or what it gives us. So I figured I'd see. If you're wondering, I put this switch here because if I want to turn it on and do a bunch of different things, what I'll do is I'll turn it on and I'll run them all through there, and then the last thing I flip the switch off. The gate tells the redstone signal to turn on if there's work to do for the machine. So it doesn't look like it gave us anything out of the ordinary, so that's no big deal. I've been doing a lot of mystcraft world generating. And, well, hold on. Before that, I want to make a feed station. And I don't think I have the steel to make it. Aaron DM told me they're not worth it, but I want to mess around with it anyway. I'm not sure if it needs power. So I figured I'd go ahead and make one, see what it's all about, and then put an engine on it at some point. In these other mystcraft ages, this thaumium hoe and all the stuff on the top row are the things I've found, along with these bronze leggings and steel chest plate. And I look ridiculous. That's why I started like that. I'm very mismatched. If I dyed that thing green, I'd look like a pumpkin, and that's fine. I think that's pretty cool. I've been running around the mystcraft worlds, leveling up the cow and the chicken soul shards, and I wasn't sure how far I need to go with those. I'd like to be able to turn them off, but I can always just dump lava to kill them. Since tier 3 only spawns when you're near, I could put it, I don't know, somewhere over there, and it would only work when I go over there. So I'm doing some thinking about that. But this is all the stuff, the stuff that I found. I found a couple of those Thaumcraft dungeons without wisps, but they all have chests full of things. I got a couple of music discs and some cool stuff. So I need the steel. That's what I came up here for. There's actually one I want to go look at, and I haven't looked to see what's in it yet because I wanted to do that together because I'm sentimental like that. So let's just go ahead and make a few plates. We might need one more. I think we need 4 to do this. I set up the blast furnace in the corner just so I could cook up some steel, and then I ended up finding some. So let's go put this thing together, and then we'll see what happens. You have to give it wheat. I may need to make a combine and a wheat farm thing, which is no problem. Oh. Wait a minute. I thought I had that all squared away. Steel plate, golden carrot, wood planks. Maybe it has to be the special wood planks. I tried it with the fir wood and it didn't work. Maybe it's not a recipe anymore? I don't know. Oh. Iron plate, duh. I just made the steel. Alright, so we put that thing down. It doesn't have a thing that says how much power it takes. So let's grab some wheat. We'll just throw this thing out there, see what happens. I figured I'd go ahead and make this because it's not really that expensive. Golden carrots just take Obviously a carrot, and then some gold nuggets. So we put the wheat in there, and it looks like it's already working. Obviously, the area of influence is not as big as the pen, which is okay. I'll just get them over here, or maybe it only works. Oh, there they go. So I may need to make a couple more and put them next to the posts. I made like 7 stacks of this stuff, not knowing how much I was gonna need. I think I like it better than the fence. Alright, so there's that. So the feed station doesn't look like it needs power, it just needs a steady supply of wheat. So I'm just going to leave it there. We'll see what happens to the cows, since there's a chunk loader over here. That's not an issue. Let's see if I have everything I need. Before we go do this, I'm going to be over here for a second, so let me turn those guys down. I got the star fisher symbol. I think it goes in terrain feature. Wooden tendrils is pretty cool, but star fisher, I heard there's a very low chance of getting that. If it's in your world, your mystcraft age, you jump into it, it brings you back to, I believe, to spawn in your overworld. So if you generate all your worlds with this, you don't have to worry about a link book. I have the handy dandy link book that follows me wherever I want to go. So it's made traveling through the mystcraft ages a lot easier, because I can just wander around with my soul shards for the cows and chickens, and I have a soul stealer vial sword, which is how I got him up that high. And then wherever I am, I just use my link book. It brings me back to, to base here. So when I wrote this world, here's how I wrote it. I chose medium biomes, and I just picked 3 that were relatively flat. I made it bright. And a note about this, if you make a bright age, even in the complete darkness, it's going to look like daytime, but mobs can still spawn. Excuse me. So you're going to make sure you want to light it up just like you normally would. I just picked random sky things. I put villages in there, strongholds, mine shafts. Villages are good because you can go rob them for their resources. You can find apiaries there. You can find those Thaumcraft chests, stuff like that, or farms, potatoes, carrots, whatever. Standard terrain. I made it eternal day, so on the surface, no mobs will ever spawn unless there's a huge tree and some shade. This, in conjunction with a void age, is a great place to make a mob grinder. And then I did normal weather because I didn't have no weather, and then it filled in. I think I picked black, or I picked chromatic, and it gave me black and chromatic, but there doesn't seem to be any instability, so that's not really an issue. So I made this thing. Oh, there's a wisp in there now. Cool. There wasn't one before. I made this thing just to run the quarry. Typically I don't run them from level 64, but I figured I'd run the first one, then I'd make a jetpack, and then I'd run the other ones down around level 30 and run them from like 30 to bedrock. So I have both of these cranked up to 100. And as soon as we remove the redstone torch, the thing should haul ass. I just wanted to see how fast it would really go. And it's going to drain those things in no time. And somebody commented and said that it would only take the input from 2 of those things cranked up to 100. So I didn't bring the other one. But I typically run them at about 10 or 15 a piece, and then just swap them out. Ideally, I'd make 8 or 9 of them, run them all at like 2 MJ, and they'd probably last a really long time. But I just wanted to see how fast that thing would work. The other thing about mystcraft ages that's cool, there are beehives here, and if you bring a scoop, you can just run around, get a bunch of bees, and then delete the mystcraft age. I just quadrupled the size of my world folder by generating all the ages that I did to get the random symbols. Let's see if we can get in here without dying. Where did he go? And where's the other one? He's down there. And I did light him up, but oh, there's a third one? Whoa. I did light these up, but like I said, I didn't look in the chests yet. Man, that's nuts. Good thing I got my Boots of the Traveler on. Is he still alive? Where is he? These things are always such a pain in the ass. Oh, wow. They're just spawning over and over. I gotta get out of here. I don't want to die from those guys, but I've never seen them spawn that consistently in one of those things. It may be because the ore in this place, maybe it's all jacked up. I don't know. I also came here to chop down the silverwood trees because I needed some more logs. So let's let that guy, actually let me generate a few more hearts, and I don't think I have any healing potions. No, I do not. I just want to run in and grab the loot from the chests and then get out of there. So let's do that. Looks like we got some Thaumcraft stuff, a couple more swords. Diamonds. Oh, that was sweet. I'm glad we came back. Also, someone commented, I don't know, quite a few episodes ago about that tree by our house in the overworld has spider webs on it. There's a cave spider spawner under it and a chest. And I found one over here, so I went ahead and robbed the chest and got the spawner, but since I can't get back to I can't get through a mystcraft portal, I can't take this back, back home with us. So it's just going to sit here. I don't know if I really have a use for cave spiders anyway. So I'm not going to worry about that. That's really the main things I wanted to do. I did bring a diamond pipe to void some stuff because I don't want any more cobblestone or dirt. There's just way too much of that stuff everywhere. And I'll just throw all these things in the ender pouch. We're gonna go home right now anyway, but alright, so that's all set. Those ought to last a little while. Make sure they're both on 10. Good to go. Our lava is kicking ass. I need to go downstairs for that. I put a few more cans in it so that it's cycling 64. So since the tank is full right now, these 64 sit here. When lava gets taken out, it sucks a can and then it sends it to the nether. And the nether is a little slower than this side, but that's not really an issue because I haven't had a problem with it keeping up. So we are all set on that. And that one's full, so as soon as other two drain, I can swap it out. And I probably ought to make another one so I could run two and two instead of 2 and then 1. So how about this? Let's make oh man, electron tubes. I don't know if I have the machines for that. If I did, where would they be? I don't think I've made any of those farms this time. I'm gonna have to when I do the whole circle of life thing, but yeah, I don't have them made at the present time. I think I may need to put another chest up here because the catch-all chest is actually catching quite a few things. So how about this? Let me see. I'm at 15 minutes right now. Let's see, we got a bunch of, Well, a few baby cows over here. That's not bad. I wonder if you can load these things from the bottom. I wonder if I can make wheat with a minium stone. I hit U instead of R. That's okay. Feeding module. I wonder if that's for a turtle. See, I know I can make it into a plant ball. I can carpenter it into stuff. I can ferment it. Wheaten comb. I've heard of that. I don't think I can make it. Alright guys, get out of the way. Pain in the ass cows. I just want to see if I can feed that thing from the bottom. So let's do that, and then next time we'll make a wheat farm. These guys are probably going to jump down in here. I better cover that up. No torches on me, so we'll just use redstone. Oh, perfect. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just put a plain old chest right there and a redstone engine. And we'll see if we can auto feed that thing wheat from the bottom. I know you probably can from the top. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but I don't want all the stuff showing. That might be enough of that. Don't have any wooden pipes, so I'll make a couple gold and wooden pipes right now. Looks like we do have glass. We'll just shoot it in there and see what happens. What else am I going to need? Is that it? Probably just more wheat. And since the quarry's still really high, there's really nothing coming through here except blaze rods. I did level that thing up to tier 5. I found another one in the nether. And also, if you notice, I just noticed this. You see how many flowers are around here? The bees do that. I only put flowers right around each apiary. And I knew that they would spread them, but I didn't know how far. But they're spreading them way over underneath the silverwood tree, so that's pretty cool. I feel like I need to put them in like a garden or something, so they can just you know, spread the flowers around. Alright, so let's get this redstone engine. Whoops. Hopefully I have enough pipe. And we'll just put that thing right here for now. Since this is just a test, I don't really care what it looks like. And I'm also going to need to make a jetpack. I don't know why I haven't made one yet. But I haven't, so I need to do that, because what I like to do after my quarries run, I like to fly around with the jetpack and clean up the sides. Let's put 2 gold pipes on there. We'll just shoot it in the bottom. Alright, there we go. Let's take all the wheat out of here. And we'll throw it in here. Look at that. Bam. Straight from the bottom. So what I could potentially do is I could run, probably wouldn't do it with buildcraft because I don't want this thing to overfill. But if I run a wheat farm over here, say in this general area, have the thing go into a chest, and then use a filter or transposer and some pneumatic tubes to put them in the feed station, that would probably work out pretty well. So actually at that point I could just put, 4 of them and just have, 1,000,000 cows. And then when I don't want to do it anymore, I can just turn off the combine or the harvester or whichever it is. I think we need... No, it's not a harvester. And it's nothing with the name wheat, so... Maybe the logger does it? No, can't be the logger. I'm going to have to look it up. I know the combine does something. I think that's the one that plants it. And it works with something else. I thought it was a harvester, but it might not be. I'll have to check the wiki. I don't know. Those things aren't cheap. They take diamantine electron tubes, which is, I don't know, a few diamonds in, maybe it's a thermionic fabricator. Probably. That sounds right. I ran in here to see if I have a transposer and pneumatic tubes to see if we can make that thing work with pneumatic tubes. But if it works with buildcraft pipe, I don't see why it wouldn't work with pneumatic tubes. And we don't have any, so we're not going to be able to test that out right now. That's alright. So I'm going to do that just because I want to auto feed some cows, and I've never played around with that. I want to play around with it a little bit. I still need to do the exploring to find out if there are other places that we might like to live. And when Aaron DM and I were running around one time, there was something, it was right over here. There was a jungle, and there was a big old hole in the side of the cliff. Let's see if I can get there relatively quickly. We'll check it out. I did run the other direction. I really didn't find any place that I really liked. But, I really like building into the side of things, and I think that's the area right there we were talking about. That could be a secondary entrance, or like the Bat Cave or whatever. I'm not a huge Batman fan, but it seems like it could be something like that. My Boots of the Traveler, they're lasting a really long time, so pretty happy about that. I saw that they took damage, but I wasn't sure how long they were going to last, so I'm not sure about this place. I'm going to have to get a jetpack and fly around and really see how I feel about it. It looks pretty cool from a distance, but I have to do a lot of terraforming or clearing out, so let me know what you think about that. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I don't love it, so probably going to vote against that one. But that's all I've got for this episode. I'm going to probably get everything together to make the combine and stuff and start auto feeding the cows, just because if we can get them up to level 5 relatively quickly, there's no reason, or my soul shard up to level 5 relatively quickly, there's really no reason not to do it. And I basically, just like anything in Minecraft, I want to do it just because. So if I end up making that wheat farm, maybe I'll just start the whole forestry circle of life project over there, My idea is like a wheat farm, peat bog, a tree farm, and maybe there's one other one that they all feed in. Use the wheat to make hummus, I believe, and then you use the sand from the tree farm to make bog earth, and then you can use peat-fired engines to run them all, and then they'll just like basically self-sustaining. I might be missing one, but that's what I had in mind. So if there's anything you want to do, by all means let me know, because I've got some resources and I've got some time. Finally started finding some diamonds again, so that's not an issue. The UU matter is coming along nicely. I don't really AFK a lot. It just works while I'm running around my world. So that'll do it. As always, questions, comments, suggestions, leave them down below. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.